What's up, family? We have some awesome news to talk about today. We finally have some updated information for our seniors and our Social Security recipients. They are on the verge of receiving an increase, a raise, guys. This is some awesome news. And this is all because the Democrats have reintroduced the Social Security 2100 Act once again. With these particular changes, they will include extra benefits for our beneficiaries. This is being led by Senator John Larson, who is the chairman of the House Ways and Means Subcommittee, and he wants to improve the broken Social Security program while he can. Let's get ready to go over all the details in this new bill and how it can affect you moving forward. But first, if you enjoy what we do on this channel, be so kind, subscribe to the channel. It really helps out a lot. Also, if you end up liking this video, be sure to hit the like button for us. It's very simple to do and it really helps this channel grow. Now let's go ahead and start with the video. Starting off, the debt ceiling, guys, is still going on. The negotiations is still going on. And apparently, as of Thursday evening, they were pretty much leaving Capitol Hill. They haven't gotten anything done as of yet. But luckily, guys, we still have a few more days before the deadline of June the 1st, in which the United States is on the verge of running out of money. And guys, a lot of people are asking, how is this debt ceiling negotiations or a default going to affect or impact our seniors as well as our Social Security recipients? Well, in fact, guys, right here, this particular article talks about the impact on our seniors as well as the people who rely on Social Security checks every single month. Now, again, if the government fails to raise the debt ceiling, it could have real life effects on your wallets. We know that many people live paycheck to paycheck, and we wanted to find out what exactly that means. One expert told CBS that allowing the U.S. to default on its debt would be devastating, and that we're already seeing impacts from this particular fight with interest rates rising in the last few months. And people we talk to are very, very nervous, especially our seniors. And many in the area have strong feelings when talking about the gridlock in Washington over the debt ceiling fight, and talks continue as we close into the deadline of June the 1st. And things like not paying Social Security benefits on June the 1st, which are about $40 billion that would be going out on June the 1st as well. Also, it's possible that we wouldn't be able to pay the military or the workforce as well. So anyways, guys, there are a lot of impacts that could happen in regards to if the United States is unable to pass the debt ceiling and raise the debt ceiling limit, which means that people like our seniors, our Social Security recipients, those individuals on SNAP food stamp benefits might not receive their monthly checks or their monthly benefits for the beginning of June. So anyways, guys, this could have a huge effect on millions of Americans, but hopefully, guys, they are able to get something done by the end of next week. Hopefully, guys, we hope that they get it much sooner than that, because a lot of people are suffering from their high blood pressure right now. Just thinking about the idea of not being able to receive their Social Security check on June the 1st. So anyways, guys, we do have a bit of good news, and that is because the Democrats, House Democrats to be in fact, are actually looking to renew a new plan to expand the Social Security benefits. And some say this is all in regards to the debt ceiling fight that they are having right now, specifically saying that the debt ceiling fight that they are having is really hurting our seniors the most. And yes, guys, as you can see right here, that the House Democrats are reintroducing a bill to bolster Social Security. Well, guys, you may be familiar with this because this particular bill that is being reintroduced again, I believe this is the third time, this is the Social Security 2100 Act, which was previously reintroduced about 8 to 10 months ago. And here we are. It is being reintroduced again, this time by Senator John Larson. And yes, guys, it says that as the clock continues to tick to resolve the country's debt ceiling issues, House Democrats on Tuesday moved to renew a Social Security reform proposal. Now, this particular tactic of holding the economy hostage hurts our seniors the most, according to Representative John Larson. He said that he has also re-upped his bill to expand the Social Security benefits through creating higher taxes on the wealthy individuals. Now, we heard something similar because this was also reintroduced by our favorite Senator Bernie Sanders, in which we know that he is a huge advocate for fighting for our seniors as well as our Social Security recipients. But now we can go ahead and add to that list. We now have Representative John Larson, which is a Democrat from Connecticut. And yes, guys, in a statement directly from Larson, he said that, look, this particular tactic of holding the economy hostage really hurts our seniors the most. And the Social Security 2100 Act, this particular bill calls for making Social Security benefits more generous by increasing taxes on the wealthy. Now, again, guys, I do have a little bit of video because he was speaking to Congress in regards to why we need to go ahead and reform the Social Security benefits, as well as introducing or reintroducing this Social Security 2100 Act. Take a look right here.
In our country, this pandemic has impacted the elderly. Of the 1.2 million people who have passed away, over 850,000 are over the age of 65. With regard to inflation, the group that is hurt most by inflation are people on fixed incomes, and that would be the close to 70 million Social Security recipients here in this nation. We have a crisis in this country, a pension crisis, and a crisis that Congress has neglected for more than 52 years. 1971 was the last time that Congress did anything to enhance Social Security benefits. A gallon of milk was 72 cents at that time. A lot has changed since 1971, but what hasn't changed is Congress's recalcitrance to address the needs of our seniors. Social Security is the #1 anti-poverty program for seniors and the #1 anti-poverty program for children. And yet, there are 5 million Americans currently who get below poverty level checks from the federal government, having paid all of their lives into a system. And the only reason that's so is because Congress hasn't acted. It's long overdue for Congress to act. We have legislation that we'll be introducing in the Ways and Means Committee that will enhance Social Security, across the board increases for everyone, lift people out of poverty, provide every single district with economic recovery. Why? Because on average, there's 145,000 people per congressional district who are on Social Security. And that money is spent right back in that congressional district. People are not buying back stock options with their Social Security checks. They're spending it at the grocery store. They're spending it on rent. They're spending it on prescription drugs. That's what's needed. It's long overdue for Congress to act. It's not simply a question of protecting or saving Social Security. It's doing something to end this crisis in the midst of the worst pandemic, in the midst of inflation, in the midst of a supply chain issue, to make sure that our elderly and our people are being protected. And with that, Mr. Speaker, I yield back my time.
So yes, guys, as you can see, John Larson is definitely an advocate for our Social Security, and he definitely wants to do the right thing in regards to improving the particular program. In which, guys, if you go to his website, larson.house.gov, you can also get a full list of all of the changes that are included in this reintroduction of the Social Security 2100 Act, which is also referred to as a sacred trust. Now, I do want to briefly go over them with you. And it says right here that for 87 years, the federal government has kept the promise to all Americans if they contribute to Social Security with each and every paycheck, they will be able to retire with dignity. President Biden has called this promise a sacred trust. Now, it is Congress' responsibility to keep that promise and to safeguard Social Security for all Americans. Congress must also ensure the benefits keep up with Americans' expenses today, tomorrow, and forever. But anyways, guys, the specific benefits that are increasing within this particular bill, the sacred trust, here they are right here, guys. The first on the list is that it is going to include a benefit bump for current and new Social Security beneficiaries, which is going to provide an increase for all beneficiaries receiving retirement, disability, or dependent benefits equivalent to an average of around 2% of benefits to make up for inadequate cost of living adjustments since the year of 1983. Second on the list is that it would provide protection against inflation, which means that it is going to improve the annual cost of living adjustment formula to better reflect the costs incurred by seniors through adopting what's called the CPIE formula. This provision will help seniors who spend a greater portion of their income on healthcare and other necessities. Improved inflation protection will especially help older retirees, people of color, as well as widows who are more likely to rely on Social Security benefits as they continue to age. Number 3, it says that it would protect low-income workers. 5 million seniors currently live in poverty, and no one who paid into the system over a lifetime should retire into poverty. The new minimum benefit will be set at a 25% above the poverty line and would also be tied to wage levels to ensure that the minimum benefit does not fall behind. The fourth on the list is that it would provide a tax cut for 23 million people, and it would make it much lower, and middle income Americans reducing their taxes on their Social Security benefits. And then number 5, it would also improve Social Security benefits for widows and widowers in 2-income households so that they are not penalized for having 2 incomes. And then the next one on the list is that it would repeal the windfall elimination provision, or also known as the WEP, which is a government pension offset, or better known as GPO, that currently reduces Social Security benefits for many public servants, including teachers, police officers, and firefighters, as well as it would also end the 5-month waiting period to receive disability benefits, so those with severe disabilities no longer have to wait. It would also provide caregiver credits towards Social Security wages to ensure caregivers are not penalized in retirement for taking time out of the workforce to care for either their children or their dependents. It would also extend the Social Security dependent benefits for students up to the age of 26 years old and for part-time students so that they can continue to participate in their education. And then also it would also include increases access to Social Security dependent benefits for children who live with grandparents or other relatives. And then next, it would also require SSA or Social Security Administration to mail annual statements to all workers showing the FICA contribution workers make projections for their benefits in the future. This will help workers prepare for retirement, disability, and or in an event and ultimately death. But anyways, guys, last but not least, it would also prevent unwarranted closures of the Social Security Administration field offices. This particular bill would improve customer service by making it more difficult to close down their offices, which are used by many seniors to file claims as well as to discuss questions about their benefits. And then lastly, it would also improve access to legal representation for people seeking long-term disability benefits. And then, and again, guys, it also talks about it would strengthen the trust fund, which is what's holding all of the money in regards to what's going to be used to be paid out to our Social Security recipients. And I believe the last time I checked, this particular trust fund has more than $1 trillion. So anyways, guys, this is just a few things that are included in this reintroduction of the Sacred Trust, or better known as the Social Security 2100 Act. Like I said, this is being pushed by Representative John Larson, in which he announced this information earlier this week. I believe believe it was on Tuesday. And guys, as you can see, this includes a plethora of information, which would also include some raises, some increases for our Social Security recipients, as well as our seniors. And guys, more than $1,500 could be added to your benefits every single year. So again, guys, this is some great news. I would agree. What do you guys think about this? Do you think that this is a great idea for the Democrats to be pushing this particular effort to go ahead and reform Social Security? Because apparently President Biden is not doing a good job of it right now. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this down below in the comment section. But anyways, guys, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all we have for you today, but feel free to check out some of the items down below in the description. There are a few ways for you to be able to support this channel, as well as some opportunities for you to receive some free money. So if any of those interest you today, be sure to check out those links down below. But anyways, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.